a little bit about dairy. Now, I know what you must be thinking. Uh-oh, please don't take away my cheese. Don't say anything bad about it, please. Hey, I can relate. Cheese is salty and delicious and usually the hardest thing for people to let go of. But as a former cheese lover, please hear me out. Here's the deal with dairy. Dairy milk was meant to feed baby cows. No other mammal on Earth regularly drinks another mammal's milk, especially after they're full grown. Truthfully, we're all meant to be weaned from milk during our earliest years without looking back. All right. I'm now going to say something that is really going to get those wheels turning. Okay, ready? In order for a cow to produce milk, it needs to be pregnant. Cows do not just magically produce milk. I know, mind-blowing, right? The way cows are different is that they do produce milk during pregnancy, unlike humans who usually don't start producing milk until after the baby is born. Now, this works in favor for our dairy workers because they're able to start milking cows shortly after they become pregnant. What happens is the estrogen levels in milk rapidly climb as gestation progresses. So shortly before the calf is born, the estrogen levels in milk are through the roof. The estrogen doesn't go away after it's been pasteurized either. I mean, it stays in that cheese or milk and then gets passed on to us. Excess estrogen in the body is linked to early puberty in girls, low sperm count and testicular weight in younger males, and then breast, prostate, and uterine cancers later in life. What's interesting is that we see these milk containers that print this on the label to show that they are bovine growth hormone free, which makes us feel good, right? And although you may be avoiding one type of growth hormone that's listed on the carton, you're still getting a ton of hormones with milk. I mean, think about it, that's what cow's milk is. Milk is naturally loaded with about 6 different hormones total, as well as fat and dense nutrients, much more than any human needs, so that a 60-pound calf can grow to become a 600-pound cow or a 2,300-pound bull. Cow's milk is custom designed for baby cows. Other than estrogen, the big hormone of concern found in milk is called IGF-1. This is the ultimate growth hormone that helps mammals grow. When IGF-1 is ingested regularly by people, it acts as a promoter for both cancer cells and accelerated aging. In fact, overstimulation from IGF-1 is believed to be the most powerful growth promoter for breast, lung, ovarian, prostate, and colon cancers. It has even been linked to infertility. In addition, 80% of the protein in milk is called casein. Some of you may have heard of it. This type of protein has been found to bind to antioxidants from the food that we get. When casein binds to antioxidants, they are no longer beneficial to our health. So when we add milk or cream to tea or coffee, add yogurt to berries, add milk to smoothies, that's when that milk protein cancels out some of the powerful antioxidants that we're supposed to be getting from these foods, from our tea and our coffee and our berries. They're no longer there. It's believed that about 75% of adults have a reduced ability to handle lactose. This happens because the body stops producing the enzyme lactase after infancy. As you see here, most Americans are lactose intolerant. The only populations that have good rates of tolerating dairy are those who have the longest history with milk products, typically the fermented types, such as the Northern Europeans. Their bodies have adapted. Symptoms of lactose intolerance are all these lovely symptoms here: flatulence, bloating, cramps, etc. And then in some, especially kids, constipation. In fact, if your kid is constipated, 9 times out of 10, removing dairy from the diet will be the easy fix. Here are some of the other problems dairy can cause. The main one I want to point out here is acne and other skin problems, because so many of these problems can be fixed simply from removing dairy from the diet.
Greetings, infidels. I am Ahmed. Okay, what about calcium? Don't I need milk for strong bones? Damn it.
Thanks, Ahmed. And yes, I get it. I've seen all of those Got Milk ads too. And quite honestly, we've been programmed to believe that we need milk, right? We all believe it's part of a healthy diet. But what if I told you that we don't? We don't need it after all. I mean, it makes sense that this idea is uncomfortable, because anything that challenges what we already believe makes us feel unsafe, even if what we believe is incorrect. Turns out osteoporosis rates are actually the highest in countries who drink milk. There's a 12-year Harvard medical study that followed the dairy habits of 78,000 women. So what did they find? 78,000. Those who drank the USDA recommended 3 glasses of milk per day ended up having more broken bones than those who rarely drank milk. Best things we can do for bone health are do weight-bearing exercises such as jogging or weightlifting, even dancing, hiking. Eat plenty of greens and other green vegetables that are actually loaded with calcium. Avoid eating high-protein diets, keep sodium levels down, lower soda and sugar consumption, and quit or refrain from smoking. We get all the calcium that we need from vegetables, fruits, grains, and beans. Calcium absorption from the foods listed here are actually better than milk. And milk lovers, don't worry. There are a ton of really delicious non-dairy milks out there now, and most of them contain more calcium than cow's milk. It's all about finding one that you like. And then when it comes to soy, it's important to know you always want to go organic in order to avoid the GMOs. Organic means non-GMO.